Okay, hold on. Are we recording?
Yep.
All right. Give me a Captain Price impression. Go.
All right, hold on. Here we go. I'm Captain Price. This is Task 4141.
I'm really
We're
going
going- What? No, I'm not going to do a fucking voice impression.
do it.
We're going dark. That's it. That's
there
it.
you go.
All right, there you go. That's it.
This is the funnest night ever!
Yeah, quit yanking our anuses. Two people get together, do something social, have a few drinks, yada yada yada.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
Welcome to Two Brothers. I am Alberto,
Oh, Edgar.
and you can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on. We have to plug our
Okay,
shit every time.
Well, hurry up.
YouTube, Spotify, everywhere you get your
Facebook,
podcasts. Facebook.
YouTube.
Who does Facebook now?
Me.
You know what I don't do? I don't do Twitter. Not because of the whole fucking Elon Musk shit, but because I don't even know my password anymore. And for some reason, I think I made like 3 accounts, and I don't even remember making 3 accounts.
Why the fuck do you have 3?
I don't know.
All right.
So you definitely can't find me on fucking Twitter. Or Two Bros on Twitter. We're never going to be on fucking Twitter.
You don't know that.
Nope. I'm not paying $8 a month so we can have shit verified.
All right, we're not getting into this whole fucking.
Yeah, well, there you go. So you can follow us there. Welcome to Two Brothers.
We'll keep it simple.
Yep. Thank you guys for listening. We enjoy doing this podcast for you. We enjoy talking about video games, comic books, all that sorts of shit. We're nearing the end of the year, guys. Or I guess guy, because you're the only person here. And one of the biggest video games has released. Past, was it now 2 weeks since it released? Call of Duty,
Oh, okay.
Modern Warfare 2.
Well,
The year's not done yet, so I
I know
don't think
that.
it's not the fucking biggest game yet.
it's never
Whatever.
going to be the biggest game. Not
No,
anymore.
The biggest, probably the best selling
What?
game for sure.
Oh, Call of Duty, yeah.
Yeah, but best? Okay, maybe not. And I played
No,
the campaign.
Well, before
What?
we get there, I know we're going to talk about Call of Duty, but I want to talk about the launch of your Call of Duty.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. We should do that.
The
Okay,
only
look.
reason
No, go ahead.
the only reason I'm bringing it up, I just want to see if
Because I'm gonna get fucking just red mad hot right now. So
I want to see if anyone experienced what we experienced. So we went to GameStop. We pre-ordered Modern Warfare like a month or 2 before it came out, right?
a month, yeah.
And the day of, we go in,
Mhm.
pay off the game.
Yeah, we had a few trades,
Mhm.
because that's what you go to GameStop for. You're gonna trade a few games towards your.
So we went there. And what the guy tells us is that we have to wait till 10 p.m. to do our trades and pay off the rest of the game.
They said, "Well, I don't know what's going on with the system. It won't let me after 3:00. So already we're off on a bad foot.
yes.
It pissed me off.
Which I don't know why they're doing it at 10. I remember they used to release them at 9 o'clock. So
Yeah,
that-
well, before that, it was at 12 at midnight. But yeah, it was
me.
at 9.
and that kind of ticked me off too now.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to wait till 10.
Yep. Well, before you go any further, let's preface this by saying we used to be huge fucking fans of midnight releases.
Yeah.
We used to go to a bunch of these. Okay, so
In the cold.
yeah, in the cold. That's really it. There was never a fucking time where it was
Well,
hot.
in the fucking
You know?
we would wait long ass lines
Yeah,
for these games.
I honestly, I think we talked about midnight releases in one of our episodes before, but
Maybe, yeah.
yeah. So we
Uh,
used to be huge fans of these. Go ahead.
He wasn't specific enough, the guy. So he came back.
Yep.
Maybe like 9:45 to
Mhm.
pay it off.
Yep.
I walk in there, and the employee just standing there looking at me with the games we were supposed to trade.
Uh huh.
Can I pay it off, or I have to wait till 10?
Uh-huh.
And he kind of just stood there like for a couple of seconds without saying
Which is
anything.
already the most fucking annoying thing you can do is just stand there like an
Yeah.
idiot and not respond.
No, yeah, you gotta wait. I'm like, oh, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on these employees. Okay, I get it.
It's not them.
It's not them. It's whoever the fuck is in charge of these, like, corporate or whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know. But go ahead.
So, like around 9:55 or something like that, we see these other people waiting, fucking rush into the store.
Yeah, they migrate to the store like they're fucking zombies.
I guess it's time, right?
Yeah.
And we get in line, and the employee tells us, "Okay, guys, if you're here to get Call of Duty, blah blah blah, and paid off.
You want your hat? You want your tell us what you want.
Oh
We're
yeah,
just
because
gonna
they
assume you
had
want
all
everything.
these pre-orders.
Yeah.
They had the hat, they had the steelbook, and all these dumb shit.
Yeah, poster.
And they throw this shit at you too. Maybe like 20 people were there, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say 20 people were there, which is not. It was not the biggest launch. I remember going in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and there was like people just coming in and out of the fucking store picking up their shit.
Yeah.
So already this is like, damn, this is weak. Go ahead.
See, and I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, I just want to interject. Well, okay.
Interject.
So there was
interject.
There's about 20 people there. If you lose track over like 2 seconds of me commenting on something, what the fuck does that say about you, Enter? Okay?
Jeez. I thought we were going to fucking shoot the shit here.
Go ahead.
Okay, okay. We go in there, get in line. It says, okay, it tells us that if the people haven't paid off their game, just get that ready.
Mm-hmm.
We're only going to be here till 10:15, which is kind of bullshit.
They were like, we don't want to be here any longer than we have to. It's like, then why the fuck would you not let us trade our shit before?
Or why the fuck you have a launch date or release party or whatever for the game?
Yeah.
If you're only going to be open
did they even use the word party? I don't think they did.
For 15 minutes, right? And off to a bad start, okay? The guys who got there first and went up there get their gains. Their fucking system is all slow.
Yep.
And catching up.
Yep.
And I guess the guy went up there, so I don't see you in the system. It's like, the fuck?
Like, oh, this is a fucking disaster already.
Yeah, already.
And I was telling you, and I was like, I told you we should have fucking pre-ordered this digitally.
Yeah.
So, just as a cautionary tale.
Albert likes to blame me with everything. So
no, I specifically blame you with this, Eder. I could have played the campaign earlier, but that's a different fucking...
Yeah, suck a ding-dong, Albert.
You can say suck a dick. This is not a fucking PG show.
All right,
okay?
suck a fucking bags of dicks, Albert, okay?
I didn't tell you to go overboard. I just said, go ahead.
All right, so everybody, like, the system were slow. People were paying off their shit. And
yep.
And halfway there was, like, fucking, like, 10:08 by the time we fucking went out there.
Yep.
And we traded our games. It made me feel like a fucking asshole because the rest of the
everyone's
people,
just like, dude, come on. We were like, they weren't saying that, but they had the look on their face like, we
and
just
plus
want to
they
get
said,
home.
I only want to be here till 10:15. It's like, motherfucker.
Well, I mean, I get it. I know these people don't want to be there.
But
forever.
still, you should have got that shit ready.
Yeah.
We'll get to something later. I'll talk about.
Yep.
We get there, paid off, and we leave. You know, they took a little while because he had to fucking look at the games. Yep. Get my ID. And it's like, come on, dude.
Some of those places, like, put your fucking index finger on the thing.
Come on, man.
Yep.
And we leave, and we just like, this is the worst. We're never coming to GameStop. Because I don't like the new system they were doing. We would complain about the old one, but the old one seemed way more efficient.
Yeah, they put you in groups and shit like that. But it was kind of like an organized chaos.
Yeah.
Thing, you know, like everyone was
like they would have like, okay, the guys who had the Xbox version go over there, PS4.
Yeah. They also didn't let you buy anything else. I remember in the old midnight launches, they'd let you pick up anything else you wanted from the store. You know, it was like, we're only here for Call of Duty. It was just like, get it. If you want to be here for 15 minutes, I understand that. So,
but still, like, and like we were saying, we were complaining about the old system they had.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'd rather have that than this fucking shit that didn't even work, dude. And you only want to be open for 10 minutes. With your slow ass fucking computers and shit, and I really fucking like. From that on, we were saying, well, fuck GameStop, we're not going anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's the long-winded point here, is that we're not going back to GameStop anymore.
Now, I just want to see if anyone had experiences like that with GameStop, like when they have a release date, you know, like before the night before or whatever, like.
Yeah, man, midnight launches used to be something to look forward to. For me, at least, personally, I know it's like I know you're going out at midnight to pick up a game, and some people were like, "Oh, you loser! Why don't you just wait?" But it's like a communal thing sometimes too. You're seeing other people who are excited for this game and shit like that, and it's just it died off real fast after the pandemic. Like, no one's doing it anymore, you know. So it's kind of a shame to see it how it all transpired.
I think I can even tell you my first. This is when they came out at midnight.
Midnight, yep.
Okay.
You had to fight off the sleepies.
Yeah, that shit was. Yeah, I was gonna say I remember my first one, and I think it was L.A. Noire.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think
it
so.
wasn't UFC Undisputed 2 with Brock Lesnar on the cover, because I remember us picking up at midnight too, and that was in 2010.
I think you imagined that.
No, I do that because our cousin went with us and we picked it up at midnight.
Huh. When did
L.A. Noire came out in 2011. That was a year after.
Huh. See, well, that show wasn't memorable, but the L.A. Noire one was.
Yeah,
I went to that one, and
if you're talking about the most memorable, yeah, then
I think I want to say that's my first.
Okay, like your first actual one.
Yeah, and I remember I think there was like one person dressed up as like the detective.
Were
Like
were they also talking in
no,
in the voice of like from the 1950s, not like that?
But I
That
think there was
would've
only
been
like
awesome.
4 people there.
For L.A. Noire?
Yeah.
That is kind of sad.
And
though.
I was like, what the fuck am I doing here if there's only 4 people?
Yeah, it kind of takes you out of the experience.
It was
right?
a fucking drive.
You might as well be like, dude, if I'm gonna go out this way, there better be a fucking herd of people over here. But yeah, I think the most saddest one I've been to besides this one was Persona 5.
I think this one takes the cake, though.
No, but Persona 5 was pretty sad too. Everyone was just lingering around when we went in there. There was no line formed or nothing. I remember that night.
Well, which one did we go to?
The one that we went to for this one.
Oh,
We're not going to give out the
okay.
location,
Okay.
just in case we don't want people to go out there. But yeah, it sucks. But we finally got it. We got the game.
Yeah, get to your review. Sorry, I just
so-
wanted to say that.
Yeah, most anticipated game for a lot of people for some reason. Which I mean, I was looking forward to it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to stop bitching about it. I could be playing that campaign here. Okay.
My God,
For a campaign that was decent, mid.
They're decent and mid are two different fucking. Decent means it was good. Mid. Shut up. Mid means it wasn't that good.
But
okay.
they have the same meaning.
No,
mean
they
the
don't.
same thing.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they mean they're okay.
Define it, bitch. Define decent and mid. Go ahead. I'll wait.
I don't have
Who's the one who played the campaign? By the way, who played it? Was it you?
you.
All right then.
It's just not on my list to play right now. Okay.
Okay, well you don't got a fucking list, all right?
Yeah, I do.
All right, what is it? God of War?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only
Well, like
fucking
you don't
game.
have that shit on your list too. You
What,
fucking-
God of War Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Then, yeah.
But I also have the balls to say I have fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign on there, okay?
Okay, sorry. Go.
God, man, it's fucking getting sidetracked all the time. Look, the campaign was decent.
See, you fucking dick.
To, you know,
It's mid.
to put it in layman terms.
Okay, we're getting serious here. Okay.
Okay. Oh, now we're getting
Yeah.
fucking serious.
This is serious.
13 minutes in.
Oh my god.
For those who haven't played Modern Warfare
Mhm.
or Call of Duty since fucking
Modern Warfare.
yeah, or like Black Ops 2, which I understand if you fell off of that.
Damn, that far?
For some people, that's like where it died for them, and that's totally okay.
Okay.
They've been doing this whole reboot thing, or like rebooting the story with Modern Warfare 2019 and this one. And there are completely different stories, but they somehow managed to put in a lot of the same beats from the original campaign of Modern Warfare 2. It's not at all an exact copy of Modern Warfare 2. They're two different stories. It seems like it's leading up to the same story as the original trilogy, but it's different. This time around, they introduced like the Mexican Special Forces, which is really cool. You got that cool this new character named Alejandro. He's a part of this team that he calls the Vaqueros, which is pretty sweet. So
Los
it's nice
Cowboys.
it's nice to see
Los Cowboys.
some love for the paisas, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I enjoyed that.
Oh, or you don't understand Spanish, okay? You're like, ¿qué?
That's why there's subtitles, bitch. Okay. No, I did understand. I need to fucking look at the subtitle. Look at Samurai Jack. Okay, while I'm talking, motherfucker. Okay. Of course, you got Task 141, which is like Captain Price, something like McTavish.
Was that, sorry, it's been a while since I played the 2019 one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that also the same task force, the 141? Oh.
Well, they were not established in 2019. It wasn't until the very end of that game that they were like,
141?
I'm going to make a team. Here's a team and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So it follows them finally. So people who are looking forward to playing as Soap, you get to play Soap. You don't play as Price because I don't think you ever get to play as Price.
In the second one?
In the second or the first one. I think the only times you play him in the third one at the very end.
I think you play, or are you talking about the original?
The original, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying the 2019, you do play Captain Price.
Do you?
Yeah,
I
like
think you just play as Gaz and then Kyle.
No, don't you play him in the last mission in that house?
Oh yeah, you might be right. It's been a while since I played 2019,
Okay.
but yeah, so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into when you're playing these campaigns. It's pretty short. It's about 4 hours. One thing I will say though is that this campaign, compared to the previous ones, like even Cold War, I don't fuck with Vanguard, like Infinite Warfare, like Advanced Warfare even. This one seems like it really tried its best to mature, to grow up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like a corridor shooter where you're just going from point A to point B and killing enemies along the way. There are certain sections that are like that, but it feels a lot more like they're throwing certain mechanics at you, or there's certain sections where you have to do stealth. So for example, there's a mission, I forget what it's called, but people who played the first Modern Warfare will be familiar with it, where you're just like on a oil rig kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in the fucking middle of the ocean, and there are these like containers that are sliding left and right as you're like shooting enemies. So you're using cover that's just moving every so often and shit. So you feel like this tension of like, oh shit, I gotta get to cover, but now it's over here, now it's over there. It's like there's a bit of dynamic to it now. It feels more dynamic. If that makes sense sometimes. It's still linear though. Everything still feels like it's going off of a script, but there's still moments where you feel like, oh shit, like I did that. That's not something that the game told me I could do.
That was it for them.
No, there's other shit. There's other shit in that mission.
You made it sound like they added something cool in it.
Hold on, I'm not done. Okay, I'm not done. There's a mission where you play alongside Captain Price and you're having to shoot people with the sniper rifle, and Captain Price tells you like, 2.5 notches up, and then you like follow his orders and you pull the trigger and you're killing these cartels, which is kind of fucking cool. Or like, you take the one on the left, you take the one. You've seen this before. I think it's even in the original Modern Warfare 2. But then there's moments where you're playing as Soap McTavish and you have no weapons. You're stripped from your weapons, and you're having to pick up tape and metal stuff and like fucking binding and like wax to create fucking traps, to create smoke bombs, molotovs and shit like that. You have to improvise. You're not just having to stealth your way around fucking enemies. Which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time, they take the guns away from you, so I thought that was kind of cool that they did that, and they did it twice, which I thought was pretty cool. They did it again towards the end. So it's not just a cookie cutter first person shooter campaign anymore. It does feel like it tries to mature. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You've got that whole fucking mission where you're in a airplane and you've played it before, and you're fucking shooting things in infrared or whatever, and it's like probably the most boring part of the game. That's in here again, and that's like kind of a dip down. It's a little bit boring. Some people might like it. I didn't. But for the most part, it was entertaining. So I liked the campaign. It was great. Or good, not great. I still think that the first campaign, the 2019 campaign, was better. It just felt way more. It was paced well. This
Okay.
one feels a little bit uneven.
Well, people played the original trilogy. There was an infamous mission on the second one,
Mm.
and want to talk about that?
The infamous mission, no Russian.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not in here.
but kind.
Kind of not.
All right, go for
For
it.
those who don't want to know, just fucking skip forward or whatever. But that is the end credit scene. Is no Russian.
Mhm.
And for people who, and I'm pretty sure Maurice will listen to this episode, and he's a huge COD fan, so I don't even know if he's going to play it. I don't think he's interested in the reboot
What?
of Call of Duty. I could be wrong. Maurice, if you're listening, correct me if I'm wrong. But in the original No Russian, you already know,
Mhm.
they shoot up a fucking airport. It's a very graphic scene, upsetting for a lot of people, and at the time, very controversial. In this one, they take that out, so it's not in here. But in the very end, in the post-credit scene, you see some guy that's inside of an airplane. He's just sitting in a seat,
Hmm.
and he gets his meal, like the fucking dish or whatever. And it's all like weapon parts. And he starts to create a fucking weapon and shit like that. And he gets a text on his phone, and the phone is like, "Are you ready?" And he's like, "I'm ready." And then he dumps the fucking water or phone into like the cup of water, and it says "No Russian." That's what the next text
Mhm.
that comes up. And so they took it a step further, and now "No Russian" is basically 9/11
Albert.
because it happens inside of a plane. Now the terrorist attack instead of inside of the airport,
Mhm.
but they don't show it after the "No Russian" text. It just cuts to black, and you assume that it
yeah.
took place. And I'm guessing that that's what's gonna spark the campaign of Modern Warfare 3, if and when they
Why-
go with it.
It seems like you know a lot about this. Why? Why is that the mission called in the original too? No Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Why? What do you mean by that?
What the fuck you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean
that?
by that? By the text in the mission in the original No Russian. What does that mean? It seems like you know what it means.
That's just something that the main villain Makarov says in the elevator in
Uh-huh.
Modern Warfare 2. He says "No Russian," and then they go out. And
But what do you mean by that? No, don't kill Russians or don't what?
I honestly don't. I don't know what the fuck the whole "No Russian" thing means.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's self-explanatory, or someone can say it, but I think it's just sort of a thing that they say.
I think I
like,
might look it up
know?
after.
I want to say it's like "No Russian left behind."
Because
you know?
you were reading the text in the cutscene, and you said it too. It said no Russian, and that's
Yeah,
what it said.
I just knew that was what was gonna come, and I was like,
And I
all
think to me, because I already knew that too. That mission when they first released the original
Mhm.
Modern Warfare, I think they did it more tasteful here. Because the other one you had to act out.
you had
the
to act it
fucking-
out. Well, they also give you the option
To
to
skip, but
through
still,
it. Yeah,
right?
you don't have to do it.
This
But this
one seemed
time
more.
it didn't seem more tasteful. They don't show you it. You don't take
You
part in
just
it.
right.
You just
So,
know that
yeah.
it happens. Which, if anyone's like, "Oh, I wanted to like," you wanted to fucking kill a bunch of innocents. Like, there's no way of defending putting that mission in. There was no reason for it to be there in the first place. I can get it in the context of the story, but this time around, it's more tasteful. They just don't show it. It's implied.
All right, let's get to the annoying part of the game.
Well, hold on. I wanna mention something cool or something. I guess kind of cool, kind of not. They did a nod to one of their other games, Call of Duty Ghosts. And it may have kind of went over your head, but the mission where everyone grabs a ghost mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they go by Ghosts, like the Ghost team. That's what they are, and of course, it's like a nod to Call of Duty Ghosts because that is what the team that you play as in that game.
Oh,
So
really?
I kind of like that. Infinity Ward said that they want to do an origin story for Ghost. That's what they would like to. That's their dream story. So
Who? The one who did this Modern Warfare?
Mhm,
Okay. If
so
we-
that would be kind of cool. I'd
No,
like to see
I
that.
don't see it as a standalone, if that makes sense. Like packaged with the new Modern Warfare
You see its own
multiplayer.
thing? Are you saying it should be its own thing?
I feel it should be a add-on, a DLC.
That would be cool, and it would be the first time that they ever released any
And that,
story.
I think
DLC.
it would work
Yeah.
that way.
Mhm.
Because I don't see him having his own like standalone story packaged with the new multiplayer.
Mhm.
I think he might work because I feel like Ghost is a popular
And yeah,
character.
he's definitely popular. And spoilers, he don't die in this one. So
Well, like I was gonna say, I don't
you know,
think
shows you how
the fuck
popular
you
he is.
gonna do for 4 hours to like show
With
his-
Ghost?
Yeah, or you think it would work?
I
as
think
a
it could work for 4 hours, but I still also think it should be
an add-on, or
an add-on. That would be
or
kinda
they can
cool.
both work either way.
I don't know if it should be packaged with the new Call of Duty. It'd be cool if it's a part of a
An
DLC.
add-on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah. The story does continue with the side mission or like the side ops, the
Mhm.
fucking spec ops that comes with Call of Duty. So I haven't played that, and apparently that is kind of filler story for leading up to 3 for Modern Warfare 3, which I kind of hate because they did that with Warzone, and I don't fuck with Warzone. So, but yeah, that was the campaign. I liked it. It was enjoyable. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of every Call of Duty game, and that's the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had my hands on it for, I'd say for maybe a total of 20 hours, maybe. I want to say over the course of like a week. And it's kind of weird. I don't want to give a review for the multiplayer because it can change in 6 months.
True. Yeah, that's
You know,
right.
it's a work in progress. So a lot of people don't fucking understand with these Call of Duty games. Everyone bitching about like, oh, this gun's overpowered. All the maps suck and blah, 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 or this and that.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to change in 6 months.
No, you're right. You're right.
Whatever the meta is now is not going to be the meta in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could be adding maps over time that'll end up becoming people's favorites over others. You know, so it's
guns and so on.
So this is more of a first impression kind of thing.
Okay.
I like it. It's good. It feels like the old Call of Duty movement, and I think I said this. I don't think I said it in the podcast because we didn't have a podcast back then, but I said this with Cold War. When I played the beta for Cold War, I also said, oh, it's going back to the old Call of Duties, and I was fucking wrong. Well, it was a different time. But this time, for real, it does feel like an old Call of Duty multiplayer. Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's new mechanics in there, and like it still feels kind of modern. But I like it. It's fun. I think the maps. Haven't had a problem with the maps, except for 2. There's 2 maps that I feel are fucking confusing, and not that great. And you know which one I'm talking about, which is the fucking border one, like the Mexican. I call it the Mexican border map.
Oh, it basically
Okay?
is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I want to say my first impression of it, like at first, I think it was the first night we got it too. I was like, I like this map. It's cool because you're in between cars, and then after it just became annoying as shit.
It's an explosion fest.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Every fucking like air or like corner you turn, you explode.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck Infinity War insists on making the cars explode. And like, no, because it happened to me yesterday when I was playing multiplayer. I died and I spawned back in, and I was like rushing, and then I saw that I got a kill. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, it's probably because someone just blew up
next to
a fucking car, and they just decided to give me the kill or something, because maybe I shot the car. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck that works. But yeah, that map, they definitely gotta fucking either take off the fucking car explosions or take off some of the cars. I know they can do that.
I know. I feel like there's a lot of fucking cars.
Yeah, and there's no line of sight.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're someone who studies the map, you can find areas in that fucking map where no one can see you, but you can see them, and that's the most annoying shit in the fucking world. That map, and then there's another map that takes place mostly inside of a building. I don't know if you know, and there's like a fucking basketball court on one side. There's like a pool table inside of one of them. It's kind of like like
Was it in the beta? Or
no, it was not in the beta.
Okay. I guess I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, probably haven't played it yet. I've played it a few times. That map, it feels like they just cut out a section of a Warzone map, and they made it into a multiplayer map.
I think I seen you play. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's just so fucking convoluted.
For a moment there when you were playing that map, I think you turned and I think you were going to go up the stairs somewhere, and it looked exactly like the map from Warzone.
Yeah, so maybe you do know what I'm talking about.
And
then.
I was going to say, are you playing Warzone right now?
Yeah.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah. So that map is kind of confusing. I wouldn't say it made me like rage quit or be like, I don't want to play in this map, but it's like people can fucking shoot you from outside of the fucking of where most of the action's taking place. They can kill you from a fucking hill a few 100 yards away, and they can just stay there and collect kills like that. Like that fucking pisses me off. They don't want to rush. But the moment-to-moment gameplay and multiplayer, like finding people to kill and getting eliminations, that's not a problem. Which, if you remember in 2019 when it originally launched, the maps were kind of big for no good reason. Until they started adding smaller sections of those maps, which then that's what I ended up playing for that rest of the fucking year. I don't know if you remember that, but I do. This time around, there's not real, you're not fucking running around and trying to find someone. Like, you can find people. So that's good. The moment-to-moment gameplay is fun. There is one mode I haven't tried yet that's called, I don't think it's called Invasion. It's called Invasion.
I think I tried that one.
They have bots.
Yeah, it's little bots.
So if you want to get your feet wet, you want to try it out, that one's a good one to play because you get good XP and you can get eliminations, and it may not be from real players, but you're still getting the same amount of XP and everything. So it's fun. Now, what is bad for this game, and you'll fucking agree with me, is the user interface. The UI in this game is so fucking
confusing.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the fucking worst. Even the worst Call of Duty game still had good UI.
That's true.
This one is like, it feels. Some people compare it to like the fucking Hulu menu screen, where like there's different fucking sub menus you have to navigate through, and it's like, it gives you a fucking headache. So I hate the UI, but I think that they're gonna fix it.
Hopefully,
so,
yeah.
I think the first big patch coming out in December, which is always the case for Call of Duty games. The other thing is the gunsmith. I don't know what the fuck they did with the gunsmith with this one. So, for those who are uninitiated, or maybe still thinking about picking up Modern Warfare 2, or just curious, here's what the gunsmith is for Modern Warfare 2. So, on paper, it sounds like a good idea. But essentially, let's say you play with the M4, which is the first gun that's unlocked for you right at the gate. Now, normally when you play a Call of Duty game, you have to level it up to like fucking level 50, that gun. And you unlock all of its attachments, you unlock all of the fucking, camos and shit like that. The M4 in this one goes up to 20, which is not bad. It's like, okay, I get to level it up to 20, that's not a bad,
I didn't know
not
that.
a bad
Okay.
deal. But you don't get all of the attachments for the M4. You get maybe 10% of the attachments for the M4 after you maxed out its level for that gun. And then you're like, okay, what the fuck's going on? I got like 2 barrels. I got like 1 magazine attachment. I got like 3 fucking grips. I don't want to try out this one. What the fuck? You hover over to that attachment that's locked, and it tells you some shit like, oh, to unlock this attachment, you have to level up the fucking sniper rifle to level 15. And like, okay, all right.
How's that all right?
Well, no, hold on. I'm still talking. Hold on. So, all right, let's go to the fucking sniper rifle that I need to level up. You go to the sniper rifle, and then the sniper rifle is locked. So then you're like, to unlock the sniper rifle, you have to level up this marksman rifle. And then you're like, oh my, what the fuck is going on here? And this is all for 1 attachment for the original gun that you want to fucking play with. Okay? It's fucking convoluted. There's some fucking guns Or some attachments you have to unlock by using a fucking pistol or use a shotgun. Like, no shit. There's a dot sight, like a fucking optic sight that you can only get if you play with the shotgun. And it's the best optic in the game.
For the M4 you talking about?
For all the assault rifles.
Okay.
But you have to use a fucking shotgun.
That's a specific one, right?
Yeah, a specific one, which I guess is not a bad like trade-off.
Albert.
Hold on. It's not a bad trade-off if you are wanting to experiment with all the other guns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I think that's what Infinity Ward is trying to do here, is that they're trying to make
Give me what I want.
Well, yeah, I know. Everyone's fucking being Batista during the launch. Everyone's like, give me what I want.
Yeah,
that's not what I want. But like, I kind of get where Infinity War is coming from.
Don't
And
defend them.
I'm gonna try to play devil's advocate here. Wait, hold on. Now, this is just my theory. What I think that they're trying to do here by creating this dumbass fucking gunsmith is that they're trying to even out the playing field. And by that, what I mean by that is, like, they don't want everyone using the fucking AK or the M4. Okay? Which we all know everyone tends to gravitate towards when these games launch.
Yeah, like the best ones or like their favorite.
So Infinity War was probably like, okay, let's make it so that these motherfuckers have to play with other guns to unlock attachments for other guns. And in theory, it makes sense. Because let's say, and this is just me as an Infinity War developer, okay? This is me sitting down.
You used to work at Infinity War?
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what's going on. Okay? Now, if I'm a developer working on this game, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if we want people to stop fucking using this gun, let's have them experiment with another gun to unlock an attachment for the M4. Mm-hmm. And maybe while they're using the marksman rifle, they will be like, oh, I like this rifle. And then they'll start playing with that rifle instead of the M4.
Okay.
And they'll start playing with guns they normally wouldn't fucking play with. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, people have fucking lives to live. So no one's going to want to fucking play different guns, because when you come home from work, you just want to play with the gun that you like and get fucking kills. But that's not going to always be the case, because you have to fucking unlock this sniper rifle to unlock this fucking other gun to unlock this attachment for this, like...
Hold on, Howard. Before I forget my thought.
Okay, go ahead.
Fucking Al Pacino over here. Devil's advocate over here.
What are you, Keanu Reeves?
I'm Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
You're going to eat your words right now. You're playing both sides, basically, right?
Yeah, I'm playing. I'm playing both sides.
But give it a day or two, and you're gonna eat these words. You know, fuck this! I'm not gonna use this sniper rifle to get the attachment.
I'm already there, Eder. Okay.
What, are you pissed off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to play by their fucking game. Why? Because today, while I was playing multiplayer, I wanted to fucking unlock this one particular gun. And they were like, you got to use this marksman rifle to unlock these other guns. Like, all right, I'll play by your rules. And I had the worst fucking, like, string of matches I've had in my life with that one fucking gun. And I'm like, fuck this shit. Dude, I'm not going to fucking do it, man. Yeah. So that's the problem, is that, like... And also, there's different... Like, you remember variations of guns? Like, different... Like the M4 had different like blueprints and shit like that in 2019.
I don't think that was in Modern Warfare, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was blueprints.
I thought it was only in Cold War.
No, Modern Warfare 2019 had it.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is fucking dumb. Okay, they have to fix this shit as soon as they can. Mm-hmm. There's 2 guns in this game that have the same fucking name, and they look the exact same. The only difference is one is a marksman rifle and one is an assault rifle. One is called the Lockman. The Lockman 762, and one's called the Lockman. No, the other one's called the Lockman 776. And people are gonna be so fucking confused with that shit. They have to fix it. Mm-hmm. The MP5 is called a Lockman. Like almost every gun is called a fucking Lockman in this game, and it's like, no, it's called you know what the fucking MP5 is called? I think it's called like the Byron or some shit. It's like, just call it the fucking
MP5.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, the MP7. They should be calling that shit the MP7. Okay, the fucking
well,
shotgun is called
I
the
nev-
fucking Bryson. It's like, dude, stop.
I never
Just dumb
got
names.
I never got that in Call of Duty games. Like, you know, the gun that you're getting, like the AK-47.
Yeah.
So it's called an AK-47.
Uh-huh.
But I thought it was like alternative names to them. If that makes sense.
No, they are alternative names. These
okay.
these are like the actual names for the guns.
No, like like what I'm trying to say here is like, do they use those alternative names for the guns in different countries?
Maybe.
Because
Yeah, maybe.
that's fucking dumb. Calling them the Byron.
No,
and
I
all
think
that
I
shit.
think that's what the case is.
Okay, because I'm not.
But-
I don't know nothing about guns. That's
but
why I'm
we're
bringing it up.
fucking gamers, and
Mhm.
we're not gonna sit here learning the fucking real names of guns like they're the real name of fucking plants. Like that one's called a daisy, and this one's called a fucking sunflower. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna call it by its real name,
The Bachman.
the Bachman or whatever the fuck. Like, so that kind of irritates me because
Okay.
like already this convoluted gunsmith thing is made more complex by fucking guns. You don't know what they are, you know. But now I know I went on a rant there, but I think a lot of people will agree that one of the things that sucks about this game is the progression, which, like, to be fair, it does kind of reward you for playing with different guns, and like in a way it is done better. But I'm trying to think about the people who are not going to be jumping on this shit 24/7. You know, I'm trying to think of the people who are going to just play after work 3 or 4 matches, and like the gunsmith is just not casual friendly. You know, the game is, you know. What the fuck is that? Is that a ghost? Someone's knocking somewhere. That's an Infinity Ward developer trying to.
Well, let me say something about the interface. When I was playing it too, I didn't know what the fuck I was unlocking. I don't know where.
Me neither. There was times where I unlocked the camo and was like, "Where the fuck is it?"
Right, and like it doesn't tell you. Like,
Yeah.
it's so fucking confusing, dude. Like it really is. Like I didn't like when you were telling me what you were playing multiplayer last night. I said, yeah. What'd you unlock? It's like I don't fucking know. The shit
No,
doesn't.
I
it's
agree.
not so like.
Yeah.
Like the old Call of Duty is like when you unlock something.
It's very straightforward, man.
Or when you leveled up. Like to like 46 to 47, it'll be on your fucking face type of thing.
Yeah, they don't do that no more.
It's not anymore.
They don't do that no more. And I think they do that so that they won't make the fucking people who, you know. Honestly, I don't know why they do that. I don't know.
It's so like confusing.
Convoluted.
Yeah.
I wish they would have brought the PIC 10 system back.
Shit, I was gonna bring some up. I forgot.
If you guys remember, the PIC 10 system was in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, where you get to choose like different perks. You want more perks over more attachments.
Oh yeah.
They should have fucking brought that back. This time the perk system is more streamlined. This time you have to unlock it throughout the match.
Let me say this before I forget again.
Go ahead.
In Cold War, remember every time they would bring up a new season, like with the new battle pass and shit, it would demote you. Does this does?
It does that too. It does that too.
Sake. Are you serious?
So I guess that's thank you for bringing it up, because that's another thing people fucking hate.
Okay, hold on. Is there a battle pass or anything like that, or no?
December they're gonna bring.
Okay.
Pass. But yeah, so if you rank up, because you know people who play Call of Duty Prestige and shit, you get sent back to level 1 again, like you did in Modern Warfare 2019 after every season. So I don't know what the cap is in this one.
I don't think you go all the way. It gives you to, like, let's say you're at level 100 and you go back to 60 or something, right?
I think that might be the case here, but it's still fucking, you know, demotes you back. But it doesn't really do anything. It's not like your gun's unlocked again. Everything's unlocked. It's just that sense of progression, like you've achieved something, is kind of pulled out from under you again. So that's back with Modern Warfare 2. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm shitting on the game, but I really do.
But that's what you do, huh?
Well, the listeners don't know what the fuck you're looking at, but I lost my train of thought.
The motion and whatever.
Oh, right. So yeah, it feels like I'm shitting on the game, but I'm not. I really do like this one.
No, there's things that you like in the game, but they could fix it or do better,
Yeah.
right?
But see, this is the thing where I say this is not a review. This is a first impression because all of this shit can be changed. All of this can be fixed.
Well, yeah, the
you know?
multiplayer part, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So everything I say can be negated in about 3 or 6 months. But for now, it's enjoyable. I like it. The slide canceling is gone. Bunny hopping is gone. Even though there's people who still fucking jump around and still try to rush and shit. It does. It more rewards people who are strategic. You know. A lot of people bitch because a lot of people are like playing with like their sights aimed down all the time. But that's kind of how it was in like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. It's like
all of them.
Most all of them. Dolphin diving is in here and it's a piece of shit because you almost always end up getting killed by doing that.
Is it only me, or I feel like the dolphin diving and like sliding is the same button, but I feel like for sliding you just gotta tap it.
Yeah, you do have to tap it.
And
It's kind of like a medium hold,
you're right.
kind of, yeah.
And for diving you gotta hold it.
Yeah.
You don't think that's confusing, or is it only me?
No, it is kind of confusing, but if you're a pro or whatever the fuck, you can even still do drop shotting if you're good at it.
Another thing, the 2019 campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Is it only me? But I feel like they got inspiration from Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, and then this one's Sicario.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. No, you're definitely right.
I feel like you're right.
Yeah, and which is not a bad thing.
I'm just saying.
I like
once
it.
you see once you play the campaign and all that, and you see those movies, like, oh, okay, I see where they got the inspiration. So
no, I mean, overall, my experience with the game has been enjoyable. You know, I haven't quit too many. Today I have. I think today is the day I've been quitting a lot of games.
All right, so that's your segment of the multiplayer.
Yeah.
What would you rate the campaign?
I think I already rated. I said like.
You said it was a decent, fuckhead. You didn't give it a rating.
Fine. If I were to rate it, probably like a 7. Yeah, 7. Because it is a bit like the pacing is off. I don't know. I don't like the pacing. You know.
Alejandro, for me, just felt like he was an 80-year-old guy with a voice.
Yeah, he sounded like an 80-year-old guy in a 30-year-old body or whatever.
He didn't fit.
But he's a badass, though. I like him. Yeah, all these characters are great. But I will say this, and this kind of goes towards Maurice a little bit, if he's listening. You're either going to fucking love what they do with Soap and like Ghost and Price, or you're going to fucking hate it.
Why?
Because there are lines in this game that you're gonna be like, oh, that is a Ghost thing to fucking say, or you're gonna be like, this is written by this is fanfic. This is no way.
Now you agree. Now you agree. Remember that line he was saying? I forgot who it was, and I said that's so fucking cheesy.
There was another line. I don't think you were there for it, but
and you fucking defended it. You.
Well, no, I defended it. I'm saying that like it's in line with what the fuck these games are. I said, but there is a line in this game where you're guiding Ghost with cameras. This is also a very boring part of the game, if I'm being honest. Where you're guiding Ghost with these cameras and you're telling him who to kill and shit, and you're playing as Soap, and then as Soap you say to him like something along the lines like, oh, I'm getting pretty good at this, aren't I, Ghost? And then Ghost is like, yeah, and there's only one other person that I know that is as good as you are. It's like, who's that? It's like, it's me. I was like, oh my god. Like, you fucking, like, it's either you're gonna love it or you're gonna fucking hate it. You know?
Hey, have you seen that TikTok where they show Ghost and he says his line, I don't care anymore, and he walks away? It's in the campaign. People cut that shit. I seen that just.
I don't care anymore.
He said, I don't care what happens to me. You don't.
Ghost says that?
It was not in the campaign? Or you weren't paying attention, you were on your fucking phone like this.
I would remember a depressed fucking Ghost.
Look it up, motherfucker.
He doesn't say I don't want to live anymore.
No, he said I don't care what happens to me anymore or something like that. Along those lines.
Is this emo fucking Ghost you're talking about?
Look it up, or I'm not
There's
making
no
this
way.
shit up.
We're going to look it up after this because I'm not going to do it right now.
So it's I guess it's in the point of view of some character, and it's Ghost, and you have a fucking like night vision, and he says that line. There's no context of it because people just put that shit. That's what he says, and he just walks away. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
So what's your point? You just don't like that line?
No, I just think, did you see that?
I don't remember it. Maybe it was in the beginning of the game.
Are you fucking serious, Howard?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wasn't.
Once I show you, oh, that's when he went to take a shit and he doesn't care anymore.
Why is that like your go-to for everything? Is
What?
like someone goes and takes a shit.
No, that's not like
Like that is your go-to, Edward.
it's
When we're not
not.
on the podcast,
Okay.
you're always talking about that.
I don't care if we go to Burger King.
That's also one of your go-tos.
Okay,
That was like that's
okay.
an El Camino thing.
I don't want to go anywhere.
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 Is he having a stroke?
Yeah.
Look, okay. All I'm saying is that if you're an OG fan of the Call of Duty games, you're either gonna like what they're doing with the characters or you're gonna hate it.
Right.
But I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Multiplayer, I'm not gonna get a score on it.
No, you're right, because it's gonna change. It's gonna change all like the next 3 to 6 months.
I will say, it is $70. You're paying $70 for the shit. So you have to know what you're getting yourself into when you buy it. I will say this: you can't play as Ghost as an operator multiplayer. You have to get the Vault Edition. That's the only fucking way to play Ghost. As far as I know, it's the only way to play him. You have to spend $100
what the
to
fuck's the
fucking
Vault
get him.
Edition?
It's like the equivalent of like the Prestige Edition that used to come out.
Does it come with
It gives
anything?
you access to the Battle Pass when I think. I haven't looked into it, but I'm pretty fucking sure that's what it is. You get the access to the Battle Pass. You get all these other operators, like Price, like Soap, and Ghost.
Okay.
You know?
I don't give a shit. So, do you get coins like in 2019? Remember?
Yeah, we got 200 coins.
And with those coins, can you buy the game?
Yeah, the Battle Pass.
that's what they say,
Yeah,
Game
the
Pass.
premium
Yeah,
version of the
okay,
Battle
okay.
Pass. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that is the verdict, is that it's still in progress for the multiplayer, but campaign is good.
Mhm.
I liked it. So
All right. This part is a segment that Albert has started, and I hate it so much. It's called. Shit. What's it called?
So what's your favorite?
Yeah, there it is.
All
So
right.
now we should add it because you've been saying it for the last fucking episodes.
Okay, well hold on before I get to
And
what's
it
your
better not be
favorite?
fucking food related. If it is, I'm gonna fucking. We'll stop the episode.
Hold on, relax. But I'm not even gonna get there yet. Okay, I just want to let people know that we got an Xbox Series X because we haven't recorded in a while.
Uh-huh.
So we should probably brought this up in the beginning of the episode. But we have the new console, so we will be talking about that.
Oh, we review it, yeah.
Yeah, we will be reviewing it. So with that out of the way, what's your favorite?
We better fucking watch it.
It's not a food related item, okay?
If it is, we're stopping right now. So you
Okay,
better think about this.
Prepare to continue, because what's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh. Ho.
Why the fuck do you turn into
Santa Claus.
to Santa Claus?
Yeah.
for?
Huh. Okay, this is has to be, and it's not your fucking traditional fucking last Christmas and fucking wish you a Merry Christmas, all that fucking traditional fucking shit.
All right, dude. Shit.
It's the song from the Killers. I think it's called is it My Big Red Sled or something like that?
Oh, Great Big Sled.
That one.
That's a good
That's
one.
one I go to all the time.
That is a good one.
Or Don't Shoot Me Santa Claus, another one.
That's also. I think mine would be Boots.
So it's a killer song.
Killers, yeah. But what is your favorite traditional Christmas song?
Okay. You go first.
Okay, look. I know this is going to be a controversial decision,
Mm-hmm.
okay? But my favorite traditional Christmas song is